this is a rare graduate programme compared to other graduate programmes. You're not stuck in the same place. You've got the freedom to go around different companies, gain different skills, be exposed to how a company sponsored by the government works or how a totally profitable company works. You know, you're gaining experience that you would necessarily not gain from just being stuck in one place, in one area. So I think if you're ambitious, if you're eager to learn, and you want that freedom, you need to apply for this graduate scheme. I am currently the only civil engineer on our Albury site, so with that comes a lot of responsibility. I am now in charge of all the infrastructure on site and making sure that they're a safe working environment for all the employees on site. So that could be quite daunting for some people, but I'm going to thrive on that opportunity. And I want to make sure that I lead on projects. I'm going to get this exposure to a diverse range of projects now, and it's going to be a great opportunity for me to lead on them and to gain those attributes to take on to my next secondment. The one thing that I'm really proud of since starting my 6 months at Albury is that I was involved in the accommodation strategy. So it's not really related to my discipline as a civil engineer, but this is a topic that is quite sensitive on our site. So I've been brought into that, and it exposed me to every department on site. I also integrate into site, you know, being a young graduate, not even from the local area, can be quite daunting, but that was an amazing experience for me to communicate with various departments, and I feel like everyone knows me on site now, maybe not for the right reasons, but they know me. And I had to come up with ideas where we'd move every department. And with this, obviously, I can't decide where departments are going to be based. I had to present this to the lead team, so the site director and the heads of all the departments and all the lead team. I presented my ideas to them. So for a graduate who's only been there I was there for 4 months at the time, to even be introduced to the lead team, let alone them being acknowledged for my work, was a really great achievement. I'm really proud of that. Communicating, working as a team, getting my opinion out there, valuing other people's opinions and ideas, seeing, you know, the social impact. That's important for my role, because, you know, we work for the government in a sense, so seeing how that social impact on our communities and the social values, these are things that I would never have considered before. So you're not just exposed to your discipline and your STEM skills, you're also exposed to the numerous of skills that you would necessarily have chosen to pursue, but they will provide you with. So one great advantage of being on this graduate scheme is that we're exposed to numerous variety of courses and training. So we go away for block trainings. I've been exposed to soft skills that I would necessarily not be exposed to as a civil engineer. Also, you know, we obviously get a CPD budget where we can spend on additional training, but I would necessarily not spend my CPD budget on some of the training that Energist provide for me. It's not something that I, off my own back, would go and do. But since doing them, I've just realised how many new skills I've gained that I necessarily wouldn't have gained if I hadn't have gone to these trainings, and I can take them with me wherever I am in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years time. They're transferable skills. For example, we went on a project management course. That's great for me, as all of my work will be project-based. I'm currently at a business skills week. That's something that I've never been exposed to before. From starting the graduate scheme, I was quite concerned about how I'd be supported. Obviously, my discipline is civil engineering. I know nothing about the nuclear industry. My degree wasn't related to nuclear industry. And I think not just being involved in the nuclear industry, but as a graduate, you are kind of dropped in the deep end. You're expected to know everything. So I was really concerned about the support system I was going to get. However, I do not worry about that at all anymore. I have the largest support system on this graduate scheme. I have my own personal mentor that's with me through the whole 2 years. We speak on a regular basis. He advises me on my attributes, on what competencies I've achieved, what I should aim to achieve, anything I need from him. He's there for me, and also I'm really lucky that I've built a really good relationship with my line manager on site. I see him every day. I've constantly got support with him. Constantly, we've got an open door policy where I can go and ask him any questions I want. So I've got them, but also as a cohort, we support each other. We're constantly talking to each other, how we're getting on, what challenges we're facing, how we've overcome those challenges. The support system just grows and grows and expands. You've got the cohort above, you've got Energists, they're amazing as well. So you're never alone, and everyone's in the same boat as you, and you all support each other. Coming into this nuclear industry, I've realised how important it is to communicate. I don't think I've ever done a project in the 6 months. I've been involved in a lot of projects because we are really busy at Albury. I've not once done a project by myself. You work collaboratively, continuously. You're always in a team. If you haven't got that communication, you're not going to succeed and you're not going to be involved in that team. You need to be present. I think that's the main thing that I've learned. I constantly need to be present. I need to attend the meetings. I need to put myself out there, and I need to communicate. Like I said, you've got the older generation and they know a lot. They are so knowledgeable within the industry. They've been there for years. That's their first job and they've just stayed there. They are your most reliable resource. So if you communicate with them, they will teach you what you need to be taught, and they will have the information you need. So I think communicating is one of the main skills that I've learned. I'm now at Albury Power Station working on the decommissioning, and I can name just a handful of young graduates and apprentices that are there, and then the rest of the people that work there will be retiring soon. So, you know, there's endless opportunities for us there. I know so many people from different sites. You know, we've got all these conferences, all these events. You network within the industry. You're not stuck in one place. You can go to different power stations. You can work on new builds, decommissioning, nuclear waste. Like, there's endless opportunities, and I knew that coming into the graduate scheme, but I didn't know the extent of it. So since working for 6 months, I've seen that you're not stuck wherever you are. You can literally move about. Your opportunities are endless. If you want a career where you have endless opportunities, you don't want to be stuck in the same place for the rest of your life. You want to have the freedom to travel, whether that be internationally or nationally. You want to network, you want to be a part of an industry that supports you, and you'll have a vast opportunities. I think that you should, or you need to, definitely apply for this graduate programme.